Hello students, in the previous video we have discussed about LPG policy. In today's video we shall see argument for LPG, that is what are the advantages or benefits of implementing liberalization, privatization and globalization policy. First is economic growth. The LPG policy in our country was implemented to achieve economic growth. The economic growth in the country was around 5%, and the policy makers wanted to increase the economic growth from 5% to 10%, which is possible only if the policy is implemented properly. If the policy is implemented properly, then there will be growth in agriculture, industry and service sector, and this growth will automatically lead to economic growth in the country. Growth in these areas is possible only when there is liberalization, privatization and globalization. In short, if there is freedom given for private sector as well as public sector to operate as per the requirements of the market, then naturally there will be growth of business activities which will produce goods which are required by the people of the country, and automatically there will be growth in the economy. Next is competitiveness. Indian economy will be made competitive through LPG measures. These measures will give more freedom and few restrictions to private sector. Not just that, public sector units are also given autonomy and they will have to compete with private sectors. Okay, because earlier all the activities were under control of government. After LPG, freedom is given to private sector to own the factors of production. Not just that, even public sector units are given freedom to take financial decisions or to make decisions on their own. And when both are providing same goods and services, they will compete with each other, and naturally the quality of goods and services that they are providing will improve. Okay, not just that, after globalization, that is when our economy is opened up for the world market, even other countries companies will set up their branches in the country. MNCs will come, so our domestic firms will have to compete with MNCs to survive in the market. So overall development will happen and competitiveness will increase in the country. Due to this competitiveness, there will be better quality goods and services that will be produced in the country, and that will lead to better standard of living. So LPG will help to improve the competitiveness and it will improve the standard of living of the people. Next is reduce poverty and inequality. Now if LPG policy is properly implemented, then naturally there will be increase in business activities and other activities in the country. When there is increase in activities in the country, that is, there is more manufacturing of goods and services. When we say more manufacturing of goods and services, to meet more requirements you will need more people to work for you. When you need more people, that means you're creating more employment opportunities in the country. When there are good employment opportunities in the country, automatically there will be less poverty and there will be equal distribution of income. So LPG policy is helping to increase employment opportunities, and thereby it will reduce poverty and it will help to distribute income of the country equally. Next is efficiency and profitability of public sector. Now earlier public sector was 100% controlled by the government. Financing and other decisions was taken by government. But after LPG, liberty is given to public sectors to make their own decisions. Not just that, their dependency on government is reduced. So if they want to raise their finance, they can raise it from the market by issuing equity shares, or they can borrow from financial institutions, and they are given freedom to frame their own policies and programs. Okay, So here, if public sector wants to raise more finance, and if they want to start new project, they are not supposed to depend on government for funds. They can borrow funds from financial institutions, or they can issue shares to the public and raise the capital and have sufficient finance to run their own projects. Not just that, they have to compete with private sector. If they want to survive in the market, they have to compete with private sector. Okay, and private sector, the quality of goods and services that they provide is always good. So public sectors will have to improve their efficiency. Earlier, if monopoly was with public sector to provide goods and services, then the quality was less and they were at ease. But when they have to compete with private sector, then they have to prove their and efficiency, and their motive is no longer providing services for the welfare of the people. Now their motto will change from providing service to being profitable. So when there is profit involved, then everyone will have to struggle for their existence and earn good amount of profit. Now for example, you see there are private buses as well as there are government buses. So here nowadays people are ready to spend more to get good quality of service. So if you can say government bus is also now they are providing good quality service to the passengers. So like this there is improvement in efficiency as well as it is profitable to public sector as well. Next is development of small scale industries. Now LPG policy has given more incentives and opportunities to small scale industry. The new industrial policy which was undertaken under LPG, there they have given lot of funds to to small scale industries, and not just that, they have given subsidies, incentives and easy availability of finance, better infrastructure facilities. All these are provided to improve or to boost small scale industries, because earlier majority of the population was dependent on agriculture for their livelihood. But agriculture, we all know that it is a seasonal occupation. It cannot be carried out throughout the year. It is carried out more during monsoon. So other times of the year, farmers and other people will be free in rural and backward areas. So to provide employment or to income to such people, government has come up with uh, more incentives and benefits for starting up small scale industries, so that these farmers or people in rural areas do not suffer from poverty as they do not have proper income. So small scale industries are given boost under LPG policies. Next is contain fiscal deficit. Now what is this fiscal deficit? Fiscal deficit is nothing but it is difference between expenditure and revenue of the government. We know that government has its own revenue and its own expenditure. Major portion of government revenue comes from taxes that are paid by the people, and expenditure of government is on providing education, healthcare facilities, developing infrastructure of the country and many more things. So if expenditure of government is more than the revenue that is collected by the government, then the difference is called as fiscal deficit. And there is always fiscal deficit. Government expenditure is more than the revenue that it is collecting. So if LPG policy is properly implemented, then the burden of government will reduce to certain extent, because now industries and public sector units will not be dependent on government for financing and other activities, but they will have their own plans and policies. So that will reduce the burden on the government, and not just that, there will be more employment opportunities in the country because of increase in business activities. So government will have to spend less on providing many facilities to many people. So in all, LPG policy will help to contain fiscal deficit. Next is control over inflation. Now what is this inflation? Inflation is nothing but when you have to spend too much money to buy same goods and services. Now you might have heard your grandparents and parents saying that now cost of living has increased. Earlier, when your parents were small and during your grandparents' time, they used to spend very little money to buy daily necessities, but today you have to spend lot of money to buy daily necessities. Now why is this is because of inflation. That is, you have to buy more money, you have to give more money to buy same goods and services. Now earlier, in 50 rupees you were able to buy vegetables for whole family, but today with 50 rupees you cannot even buy one vegetable properly for the family. This is nothing but it is effect of inflation. So if there is more inflation in the country, that is, if you have to spend more money to buy goods and services, then that is not a good sign. Okay, so to control inflation, even this LPG policy has helped to a lot of extent, because because of LPG policy, what will happen is there will be increase in business activities, there will be increase in number of people who are manufacturing goods and services, and they are also creating employment opportunities. So on one hand, goods and services are increasing. On another hand, due to increase in employment opportunities, there will be more income available with the people. So when there is more income and more goods and services, there will be a balance, and inflation will automatically be controlled in the country. So these are the advantages of LPG policy in the country. With this, I conclude for today. Thank you.